Hello, everyone. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I know Christina has a migraine or a headache, so she's not, but she'll be okay. You caught me red-handed here trying to pull a stitch out. No, I mean, I was getting the part thread out. How is everyone today? And I am ready to stitch on this again. Of course, I have to adjust the camera because it's right my way. So let me see if I can move it up a little bit and out of my face. Oh, that might work. Okay, how does it look for you guys? Let me know how it looks. I'm gonna work right here, so I think I'll move the saga window too. There we go. I think that'll look good. Okay, so yeah, Sarah's first. Hello, Sarah, and Woo Woo, and Christina is third place. Mia and Handmaid, and I think your name is Heidi. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Sonia and Nikki. Hi, everyone. So yeah, I was ready to work on this again. I actually was going to work on it earlier, but I was doing some floss management. I'm super excited about my new floss box, and I already have transferred all of the extra floss, my stash floss, into it. And I didn't label the boxes. I decided not to do that. But it's like really awesome. And it's really pretty because it's rainbow. I was going to get just the white one, but I'm glad I got the rainbow one because it's like colorful. So yeah. And I'm working min to max, I decided. There's a lot of one stitch here in this box, it looks like. But that's okay. I really, it is Heidi. Okay, good. Thank you. And hi, Rajal. Welcome in. It just sounds funny calling you handmade. You know? So, welcome. Let's see. 221. That's good. I have it on the board. And yeah, so let me know what you guys are working on and everything. And also, I decided to go through and update the list that, or I bleh, can't talk. The spreadsheet that Chris from Cross Stitch Meadow put out, I decided to try it out. So I also, while I was just sitting there eating lunch, I added all my Airo Floss to that. I think I'll just do two. I'll do one for my painted fairy and one for my arrow. I think it'll be easiest that way. So I did that also this morning. Or today. Yeah, so I guess it was a little bit productive, actually. It feels like it. And oh yeah, and I tested pens, ordered more, because I'm like really excited. I wet it with my little, I have a paintbrush, water paintbrush, and I did a little sample up here. You can hardly see it, but it's a little pink, and I think that it's residual on there actually from the paintbrush, so I'm like, okay. But it comes out so easy. I was super surprised. I didn't realize, I guess I can't read for one thing because it said water soluble, and I just assumed that it was the same pens because they looked like the same refills, but no, they're not, and they're like better because they will actually wash out. And, oh yeah, I left one in the freezer. I did another test. I washed it in cold water and it worked. It came out. I put some hot water on it and also that works. And then I was letting it dry. It wasn't dry. It was hanging on my towel, which I was going to go take a shower. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want it there because it'll get my towel wet. And so I thought, oh, I'll put it back in the shower in the freezer for a little bit, test it out some more. Yeah, so yeah, I'm pretty excited about them. They don't ride as nice. I mean, they're really juicy, and they don't roll as nice, but I think it's going to be just a bit of a get used to it kind of thing. But definitely wash out is awesome. So, yes, mine are water soluble, Nikki. They are 100% not heat erase. I am so excited. I actually took out the blow dryer, blow dried them again to double check. I have a really hot blow dryer, and nope, nothing on that. And I thought, oh, okay. So I thought, well, I'll test it with the iron, and I put the iron on it, nothing. And I was like, oh, okay. And so then I took it in the kitchen and I put just a dab of cold water on it, and it like starts, like clearing almost instantly. And I was like, wow. Yeah. So so then I put a bunch of cold water on it, and it disappeared. And then I did it again on the other side and used cold water. And then I used some, because there was still a little bit left. I think that if you soak it, it's fine. Yeah, so you must have got different ones. You must not have got them from the same shop I did. So yeah, they are water soluble. And I went back and looked, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't realize that. So yeah, they're water soluble, no problem. And that's why I'm guessing that's why they're, yeah. Let's see. Suki's working on A Beautiful Place. Nikki's working on the Sal. And Heidi's working on the Sal. And Sonia's working on Grain Stacks at Gavirni. I can't remember how to say it. You used my link that I pinned. Did you buy the ones that were in pens, or did you buy the refills? Because the refills definitely were water soluble. I made the mistake of reading that wrong. I actually bought that one that was refills because I already had the pens. And then when I got them, that didn't fit in my pen in the plastic pen case. I was like, wait a minute. So I had no idea. I actually thought that I was not, yeah. But the other ones that I always use, the ones that look like this, they are heat erase. Those are heat erase, and they erase also with the little tip even. 5 pack of pens with refills. Yeah, it would be these ones. Yeah, these are the heat erase ones. They actually work really well. I use them, but they do come back in the freezer. But I've never had them come back otherwise. Just the freezer. It has to be in the freezer for them to come back. So, but no, I made the mistake of buying the refill link I did. Yeah, so you bought those ones. Those are the ones I thought I was buying the refills for. But no, they're longer. The refills are longer, and I didn't realize that what I had done. So yeah, that was my fault. I bought what I thought I usually buy. So these are the refills. But they look exactly the same. So I was like, okay, but they're longer. And I thought, wait a minute, they don't fit my pen cases. So, yeah. But being that my child has tons of pens, I went through some of his old pens, and I found these old gel pen cases, and they work. They were gold and silver, I think. And so I just took the old refills out of it and put them in there. They're actually nicer pen cases than this one, so that's kind of good. 7:30. Yeah, so I actually, you did buy the ones that I thought I was buying. So that, 100%, those are the heat erase ones. So yeah, sorry if that's confusing because it was confusing to me actually. Because I actually thought I bought I bought the heat erase ones. So that's why I was like, wait a minute, why aren't they erasing? And that is three up. Oh wait, I need to. So sorry if that's, but we were expecting heat erase pens, so it's not. They do come out with boiling water, but it does come back if you put it in the freezer. But like I said, I've never had them come back otherwise. I did test these on my hand dyed fabric, just on the edge. I didn't put it anywhere where it would be seen. And it came out. It came out no problem. So that was kind of good. And they show up also, but I am going to be a little safe and not until I'm pretty sure. 7:30. Okay. Now I want to try the ones you got. Yeah, I bought some more. I bought because the purple I bought I thought was the magenta, and I prefer that lighter. This looks just like blue. And they didn't have any of the orange. They only had it in the multi pack. So I bought a multi pack of them as well. And then also I went to order some more stuff, and AliExpress, you have to buy over 100 crowns, which is like $10 ish, to get free shipping. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So I wanted to buy a there was a really cute needle minder, and I was like, oh, I'll get that. Added up to 100 crowns, right, or $10. And I go to check out, and it was a little bit more. It was like 150, so $15 ish. And and all of a sudden I looked at it, and it's like 400 crowns, which is like $40. I'm like, wait, what? And so I go back and I check, as I think, well, maybe they didn't take shipping off. Sometimes if you buy from like a private shop, it works weird. And I was like, okay, well, is that right? And I was like, I don't know. And so I checked, and they charge you here in the EU now, they charge you €3 for every time when you buy something different. Like, so, what do you say? What do I say? Like, like the pens were one, the needle minders were another, and then I think I picked one more thing. And so they were charging me plus then tax on top of it. And so it was like double the price. Actually, the tax was more than the items I was buying. And I was like, oh, that sucks. It really sucks. I mean, I understand, sort of. I don't want to understand, but yeah. So I was disappointed. So I wanted a needle minder. It's like you can't. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I can't buy needle minders just like Etsy because there aren't any that are like fun. Yeah. So yeah. So that's why I have the same needle minders all the time. Let's see. This one I can use this needle. So the shop that I bought these from, they also have silk that I actually want to try, and it's actual silk. They do the roga, those the silk flowers. I follow somebody on Instagram that does them. It's so pretty, and so they sell silk for that type of craft. And so they have a bunch of different silks, and I was thinking about trying some, but now I'm kind of, yeah. And that's where I bought my needles. I bought my needles from her, that shop as well. I think it's Bell or Bella Bella or something. I think you bought needles from there too, Nikki. Um, oh, our friend, Mama, is outside again. What? Too far. Um, Hopefully he goes to school soon. No, I'm joking. So now I was like tempted to use the blow dryer and get rid of all the heat erase ones and try the other ones, but um, I was I was running out of time, and I thought, nah, I then I'd have to count and all that stuff, and maybe I will make a mistake and blah blah blah, as you do. Um, Oops. I took out my printed kit, and I was going to work on that this morning, but then I messed around with my storage, my floss storage, and so I didn't do it. I actually got it in the Nurge hoop, and I haven't worked on it, but it's pretty good. So I'm kind of wondering. It does definitely slide, though. It doesn't have that grip, which we like of this hoop. So, yeah. Um, this is where the needleboard is so handy. Only doing one stitch. Where was that? 640. So I might have been just a little bit excited about it. um, 3863. No, not on there. Oh, yeah, I need to make a. Need to refill my floss drops. So yeah, I'm like, I was looking at the fabric again for the gingerbread saw. I don't know if I want to use the linen. I'm trying to decide to if I should buy a cheap Android tablet for Paradise or try the PC version first. I really like the PC version. It is a little more complicated, but it works just as fine, just as well. If you have a PC, you should try it. Um, Depending on how new your PC is, my old PC worked fine. It definitely, absolutely worked fine. But I had to follow the instructions on Max's website on how to. Um, you have to download some sort of helper program, and then activate something. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't hard. I just followed the directions. It worked fine. And when I went to install it on my new-ish computer, which is not that new, but it's Windows 11. Um, it's a new to me laptop. I didn't have to install anything. I just downloaded it and ran it, and it worked fine. Um, and the newest version is really nice. I was using the new version the other day, and I was like, "Ooh!" He updated some new stuff, and it's pretty handy. And also, if you don't have if you don't want Saga and you use your computer, you can also use Paradise. It is a markup. It is a markup app that does work. So, I mean, I like Saga, but like Paradise has some interesting options. Like you can change a lot in there, and it has a pretty interesting like calculating floss and stuff. I mean, so does Saga, but this was it's interesting. I like it, but not enough to switch Saga. And also, I am an Android girl, so I already had Android stuff, but I did buy a cheap Android tablet from Timu, and I use that for Saga and Paradise. Yeah, that's okay. But when I do ever get the money, I'm definitely going to get a new one because it's not great, and I'm noticing like the buttons are already starting to not feel like they work. Here we go. I mean, they work, but you have to kind of push them a little bit. Oh wait, that's my short ones. I need to do the wrong one. 89% complete and got your first 0. Nice, Woo Woo. Good job. What are you working on, Woo Woo? Did you say? Sorry if I missed it. I don't think you said, actually. Or maybe you did. I don't know. I'm sorry. And I watched somebody put in the other streamers. It was what was it called? I'm not sure. I don't remember the name exactly, but I watched her floss tube this morning. It was pretty interesting. So yeah, I don't remember her name, honestly. Sorry. It was like, yeah, it started with an E. But I watched her, a Rainbow Angel. Okay. But I watched her floss tube this morning. It was pretty good. She's got some really interesting projects. So yeah. And also James the Peach Stitcher. He's in our group now. I don't know if he's watching right now. I didn't watch his YouTube video because I was yeah, I didn't watch anything this morning after I watched that one episode in bed while I was laying there trying to wake up, but I hadn't gotten to his yet. So I'm gonna, I think he posted a whip parade. I might check that out later. Okay, so, oh, I know. She bought some of the 20 count or 22 count from Dream Stitch. She had seen it on our Discord. At least I assume it was our Discord since she posted that on our Discord. So yeah, and she liked it. So that's cool. Yeah, I know that Essie likes it too. So yeah. I think she said she soaked it in some cold water. Yeah, okay. I'm like, oh. Where does this stitch go? There it goes. Rainbow Angel. Aw, that's cool. I'm gonna put this over here. No, I think I'll put it here. I made that one a little short. Oh well, it's fine. Oops. Darn it. Oh, yeah. My hand is not working today. I'm like trying to grip and it's not letting me. Okay. There was only one stitch on that, but there was another one. There was a parked thread down below, but it's part of the other thing that I was doing. Oh, wait a minute. Why did that come out? Oh, I know. I was like, wait a minute. Why did my phone get unplugged? Because I unplugged it. Duh. Let me plug it back in. Okay. Okay, so there's that. 921. At least it's on all on this side. Um, oh, and my new floss storage is going to make things so much easier for the my stash. Not, like I have some hanging. Um, I have each color hanging, and then I have the extras. So yeah, I think it'll be really good. Already was like, wait a minute. There was a floss skein that was kind of messed up, and I thought, well, I'll check and see if I need this one, and I'll just take it out of the stash and put it either in the file cabinet or on the floss drop. And I looked at the floss drop, and there was none on the floss drop. I was like, okay, yeah, we need that. Christina says, has anyone done a pattern from Etsy shop SS Stitch JP? If so, how do you feel about the confetti? Is it necessary or lazy? That name sounds familiar. Do they have like dollhouse pictures, Christina? I mean, if they do, it's the one I'm thinking. But it just sounds familiar. It sounds like that shop name. That's what I mean. Etsy doesn't auto rotate on the tablet, or I'd look. It's annoying. Well, I can rotate my tablet, but it's annoying. Christina, if you send me like a screenshot, I can tell you if it's the one I think it is. But yeah. You sent me a pattern of a jellyfish library, and I have some others as favorited. I was wondered if I should bother considering. Oh, okay. Check and see if that's the one that has like dollhouse images. Um, yeah, I remember what you're talking about now. Because the dollhouse ones were really confetti, and they were very much AI. So they had like weird stuff left behind. If that's the same one, I'm not actually certain. Um, Actually, send me a link, and I'll just turn my tablet around and we can look. Somebody else might recognize it. If you're up to sending me a link. Okay, yeah, I think it's the one. I think it's the one that I have. I actually bought one from there, and um, when I put it in, and I looked at them. I had looked at it, but I was like, oh, it's so pretty. I didn't actually. I didn't actually look super close, and oh, now I do. But it looked really odd. There were some oddities in there, and um, there was definitely AI hocus pocus going on. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah, I can do it on the computer and look. Let me look real quick. Okay. I'll let that load while I stitch some more. No? Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Go to site. I'll drink some coffee while it's... Oh, yeah, I remember that one. Yep, that's the shop. I can send you... Oh, yeah, there was a bunch of them I liked. Dang. Yeah, she's got a lot more. She didn't have very many when I first started looking at it. I have... Let me see. I have one of the dollhouses, and there was this weird stuff in it. Let me see if I can find it, and then... No, I don't see it. Yeah, but that's the one. They have a 5.0 rating, which is interesting anyway. Yeah, I don't know. There was a mock-up. I'm pretty sure there was a mock-up. Were you able to look at the mock-up and see? Oh. And I couldn't show it on here because I'm on the computer doing it. But yeah, that's where I bought my dollhouse. And I have it favorited. Yeah, because I sent that to you because I saw that and I was like, ooh, Christina's gonna love this. Yeah. But there's a lot more patterns on there now. But it shows that she has like 600 sales. I don't know, was there any reviews? Because I haven't looked in a long time. Oh, darn it. That's wrong. Okay, let me... Let's see. I made a mistake because I can't count. Okay. I did count, but just poorly. Actually, I even counted this one. I remember counting it. Yeah. Fun, huh? And hello, Michelle. Welcome in. Whoops, throwing needles at myself again. See if I can fix this without needing a new thread, which it might be. We'll see. That's the other thing with the tufties. If you leave enough thread, then you can fix stuff like this if you're careful. I don't think there's enough. Wait. I was thinking, I saw the dollhouses on Yogi's group. That's how I found them. And there was somebody working on one. I'm trying to remember who it was. I don't think they're here anymore. Oh, this is crazy. Or I don't think they're in this group. Trying to think. I kind of want to say it was Dragon Lady who had one. No. I don't think so. Yeah, I remember. You could search in Yogi's group. I'm pretty sure somebody was working on it because I saw it there and I was like, oh, that's so cute. Yeah. I mean, I didn't start it or anything. I loaded it into, it came, because it came with Saga files, if I remember right. So I loaded it into Saga and kind of drooled over it a little bit. And the more I looked at it, the more I kind of saw dodgy stuff. And I was like, wait a minute, why is that there? Yeah. There was a lot of, darn it. Hold on a second. Gotta, I could have just gotten another thread and fixed this. But now I gotta do this. There we go. Now it's not as bad today that all of the knobs on my stand were all like super tight yesterday because it was so humid. I mean, it's humid today, but yeah, it's not. Okay, now we can do this one. It's very windy. You probably hear it. Two, three. Oh, my thing is like super behind. Weird. Okay. Okay, now we are on 3828. I'll get a new thread for that. So this was the one the skein was all messy. So you can see like I have like a full skein on there. I did one strand for the, and I think that's like too much. If I had a whole skein on each one, I think it would be too much. So I'm probably going to take some of that and put it on in my what do you call it? My filing cabinet. Drops or file drops or whatever you want to call them. I think that's what Nikki called them yesterday, file drops, whatever. Yeah. So, but Christina, that is definitely you, the Jelly Library. How big was it? I only just remember. I just looked at it and remembered the picture. Um, Man. What are you working on, Michelle? Are you working on the Sal too, or did you started a beautiful place too, right? Also, I mean, not two. um, file floss drops, but I always have a hard time remembering what to call them. Mine are DIY.
My nose is runny.
Icky. But they work. The only problem I have with mine are because I do meter long, they're really long. They're really long. I actually did try to cut them shorter, but then I didn't like it like that. And, all that stuff. Oh, I love the colors of this. I finally found a really good template for my YouTube cover pages. And so now I've been kind of redoing some of the images and stuff. Today, Gemini was behaving properly and didn't give me any trouble, which was nice. It's nice when that happens, right? Heidi says, I don't use floss drops or bobbins. I wrap the leftovers around the skein, then they're stored in Ziploc bags. Not fancy, but it works. Yeah. I actually had tried floss away bags for a while. And I really liked floss away bags, but not a bunch of them. It worked really well for like a small project, but not, a lot. And I actually bought some new floss away bags for my Pride and Prejudice. Hello, Ruth. Welcome in. You're going to bed before midnight. What? But thank you for stopping in, and just go and sleep. Have a more stitchy time tomorrow. And thank you for saying hi. We'll miss you, but we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Tomorrow I'll start a little later though, because Alex will be home after 3. So we'll see how it goes. Sometimes, like I said, when he comes home from free teeds or school, either he's in a good mood and everything works out, or he's grumpy and goes to sleep. We'll see how he is tomorrow. But usually it's like not even, I'll probably start like a half an hour later instead of at 3:30. I'll start at 4. That's what I think anyway. That's what I'm aiming for. So get some rest and we'll talk to you later. Alyssa's not here. I hope she's okay. Hopefully she got some sleep. That would be nice. So I do notice that the gold needles, once I'm trying to get between the stitches, that it's harder. So that's where the ballpoint needle comes in handy. I was struggling to get the needle up there. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on, I'm gonna mute real quick. Hopefully. Oh, come on. Okay, I caught it. Wait, not flash. I don't want the flash on. Oh, I muted before. Sonia says, I made Chris's floss packs. I love them, especially like the idea that I didn't have to spend any money. Yeah, I did try that. But I already had my floss drops, and I absolutely love my floss drops. So I was gonna do it for my blends, and I was working on them, and everything was going great. And then I dropped the box, and I was like, okay, that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, I didn't get very far. I know Christina uses his system. So yeah. But like for me, I didn't need it. I already had a system, and I actually really like using the floss drops. I have not regretted it at all. So yeah. Now my nose is probably gonna run. It's windy, so my nose is gonna start fussing about. But I caught the sneeze before. So that was good. And it looks so tidy, not like the rest of my house. Oh yeah, no, my house not tidy. My I don't know, the floss drops. It doesn't look super tidy, but I usually when I put them away, when I put my card away, I do cover it up with it's a flour sack towel that my friend embroidered, and her mom crocheted like a little lace edging on it. It's really cute. And it's got like a butterfly. And then I have another one that she did with a skull. It's got a skull and needles on it, like for cross stitch, and that's on the other one. It's. I'm not really a skull person, but I love my friend, and I love that. So, but they're perfect for covering the top. My house gets super dusty because of the I live close to a railroad and the highway or the freeway. So my house gets pretty dusty. Okay, so 8:30. Oh, this book had a bit of confetti. Oh, good. But it's I don't know, it's not I think I like it, so I don't mind. I have instead of making project bags for all my projects, I only have one project bag that is made. The rest of them are all those Amazon plastic bags, but they they're all the same size, and they all look really and I put them in I have a shelf in one of my cabinets that is perfect for it. And I put them in there, and they're all lined up and neat. Well, they're not neat right now. I need to go through and kind of align them back up better. Because yeah, they're not neat right now. Okay, so that's there. That's one, two. Oops. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a park. Okay, and 520. It is already here. Move this one. Move these ones over here. Let's not do it over the over the edge, so I stitch it in like I did yesterday. That was the first time I had done that. That was a bit funny. That looks weird. There we go. It was just laying funny. One, two, three. We're up to 4 stitches. Oh, a 5. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. That was a lot. It's not. It's only 5, but there's a bunch after it, so it's kind of nice, you know? A second. Trying not to drop my needleboard onto my leg. Death by needleboard. I was thinking about putting a piece of ribbon on it so that when it's easier to get in and out of the little plastic box I have. But then I could also, no, that wouldn't work. I was going to say I could attach it to my, I could attach it to my stand, but then it wouldn't be easy taking it in and out of this, off the stand. Okay, never mind. But I do think it would be easier to take it out of the box. Let's see. This is gonna go. Oh, okay. There's one already parked next to it. Oh, look at those colors. So good. 420. Yep. Oh gosh, it's 427. Haha. Yeah. Sonia, flash of the what you did. Um, Heidi says I gave myself a mini idea trying to clap my hands together. Ow. Oh. Both hands, right? Oh man, that sounds painful. Well, one day I kept poking my fingers with the needles one day. Yeah, that was kind of funny. And you use sharp needles? I I use some rose. No, are they rose? No, they're are they rosewood? I don't know if they're rosewood, but they're the knit pro. I think this knit pro wood or something like that. They're really nice, but they're not that sharp. But I do have some um what are they called? But they're like cube shape. They're not cubics, but they're cube shaped needles, and those are super sharp, super pointy. Um, ooh, okay, well, I'll leave that one. 898. Um, huh. Oh, okay. Heidi says mine are Knit Pro Zings. Yeah, I use Zings too sometimes. Sonia says I can hardly understand you. Is everything okay with the mic, or is it only my computer? Yeah. Try refreshing. Has it been buffering? Oh, sorry. Huh. Um, Let me unplug my phone for a few minutes and see if maybe it's cutting in and out. Huh. Whoops, sorry. It looks okay. It says I have excellent. Is the sound cutting in and out? It's really windy. I'm wondering if maybe you're hearing the wind or if, it's blowing in here and you're hearing it. Uh-huh. Okay. That's weird. Was it before or after I muted it? Let me try, I'm going to mute it real quick one time and see if that makes it better. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing the connection flickering. Huh. Okay. It was so, but not since we said something. Okay. Um, yeah, okay. My connection's flickering pretty bad. Wow, that's weird. I never see that happen. It's usually at 30 FPS, but it keeps dropping down to like 6. Well, now it's stable again. Huh. That's weird. That would be my Wi-Fi if that's what it is. Hmm. Well, we'll see what happens. It seems to be normal again. I'm gonna plug my phone back in. It shouldn't be overheating because that shouldn't be it because it is not hot in here today. Yeah. Okay. Yep. There goes 15 again. Weird. It could be my Wi-Fi. Well, hopefully it's okay. Yeah. Let me know. I'll keep an eye on it and see. I forgot what I was doing. Sorry about that. Well, there's not much I can do about it. Honestly, I'm sorry, but I can't do anything about it. I have the worst internet. Well, it's not. It's very good. It's okay, not, but when you're measuring flickering, the sound was poor. Yeah, I think it's my Wi-Fi. Which, yeah, I can't really do anything about that unless I go and turn it off. That's the first time I've seen that flickering either. So that's weird. All right. Well, if it drops out, I'll come back, I guess. It looks like it's okay now. Um, it's Telia Två, Christina. It's got to be them. We'll blame them. I might turn off, if it keeps going, I'll turn off the Saga window because that does suck a lot. It makes it suck between the connection because it takes the Wi-Fi for to to use it. So, but it seems okay now. So we'll see. Thanks for mentioning it because I had no idea because I can't, hear what I'm doing. So yeah. So here, those are. Wait, let's see. Let's put them over there. More like a hardware thing, not the provider. Yeah, it's probably. Yeah, who knows? They're like the worst of. Well, it's just the way they do things kind of piss me off, but um, they tricked me into getting internet that was not very good. So I kind of irritated with them. I still have another year left of it. Actually, no, I don't. I have the stupid television for another year that I don't use. They're like, well, your broadband is going to go up if you don't do this. And then it went up anyway. I was like, what the hell? Such freaking liars. Anyway, because I am gullible. Oh, I'm just blaming them because, they're. I find. Because they used to call me like every other day or something. I finally blocked their numbers. I was like, stop calling me. I'm not interested. And they tried to get me to change my phone back to them. I was like, why? I have a great phone provider that doesn't give me any trouble. I don't get phone calls from them every other day. It's so weird because that's something that doesn't happen in the States. Like, well, it didn't when I lived in the States. You wouldn't get people coming to your door trying to get you to change your electricity to their company or your cable or your phone. And yeah, it was, well, I wasn't used to it. I don't know if it's different in other places, but in California, it didn't happen because monopolies. I guess that's bad too. But let's see. And whoops, my finger got stuck in the loop in the back. Does that ever happen to you guys? You're like stitching and your finger gets caught in the loop. Mine always does. Okay. So that one was 6. Is that 8 or 6? Can't see. It's 8. Nice. Okay. And we're going to skip that one again because I'm just going to do that next. Okay. We always get a lot of companies trying to sell solar panels. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't have that problem, so. Yeah, but it's really funny because Alex's old assistant, he's from Morocco. And when I got got lured, tricked into this horrible internet thing, he did too, because he wasn't used to it either. And we're both like, he goes, if I knew that it was coax internet, we have cable, and we, you know, why would we go and use something from, 20 years ago? So yeah, but when I signed up for it, I had, 2 year I had to have it for 2 years or whatever. So yeah. So I need to change it, you know, one of these days. And this one I'm gonna do a pin stitch because it's kind of Sydney. Sonia says last week we also had a solar guy in front of our door. One of my friends in the UK, she got solar last year, and she was really happy with it. Um, we didn't want it, but he simply didn't accept it. They called us afterwards 3 times and wanted to make an offer. Oh, yeah. See, that's how this telephone internet company does. I haven't had a call from them in a long time, but yeah, it was like I was like, I don't want this. Yeah. So, and then so then I did get the cable because they said that um, it would help. It would keep the cost down on my broadband. My broadband was going to go up if I didn't do it or something stupid. And then I went to watch. I think it was Doctor Who because it was coming out and I was all excited. I mean, I can get Disney Plus through Alex's dad, you know. I can watch no problem. So I thought, okay, well, now I have my own. I don't have to mess around with it from him. And there were 5 ads before it even started, and I was all like, I didn't even get to the thing before I turned it off. I was like, no, no, no. So I haven't actually never used it since then. It's super irritating. Uh, I mean, part of it is I don't actually watch TV. I watch YouTube. That's about it. So as soon as it's up, I'm canceling it, and I'm gonna go to another company. Not let stuff like that happen again. It happened to me with an electric company too. I got tricked around the same time because I didn't know any better. Ay, ay, ay. Now I do. Now I know. I'm a little bit smarter now, just a tiny bit. Um, I need new scissors. I'm going to go buy some. Oh, if you're ordering from Dream Stitch, I have to recommend these scissors. They are so sharp and so nice. I love them. And it was a fluke. I just, Christina ordered some and we were ordering together and I was like, oh, those look nice. So I ordered them. I love them. Another pair that I got, which are also really nice, are these ones from Dream Stitch. They are so good. They're also really good. And they're really well balanced. And you ask, how do you know they're really well balanced? Because every time I drop them on the floor, they land point down into the floor. Oh, yeah, coffee. But they're really good quality. I really like them. 400. I was like, wait a minute, didn't I do 400 already? And then I realized I remembered 400 from messing with my floss storage earlier. I'm like, what is that? I think Fairy has them too. I think they're all those companies have them. I always have like 20 pairs of scissors and um, 20 measuring tapes. Though my measuring tapes are wearing out. I need to buy some new ones. I like the um wait, that's not right. I like the ones you can pull out. What do you call it? Detractable ones. They're all breaking, so I got to get a new one. Heidi says, I had the same pair of scissors since I was a kid. My mom or my own mom brought them for me. The kids aren't allowed to touch them. Yeah. I have I have a seam marker that I've had since I was a kid. My my mom made me a sewing kit when I was little, and so it has my initials on it. I actually, I have I have some stork scissors that are, a good 40 years old, in with my lace stuff, but they're pretty messed up. Um, I need to go and have them sharpened. I've bought new ones since then. I have like I'm a scissor person. I have tons of scissors and tons of stuff that I don't need. I'm a I like notions. I like gadgets. It's an illness. So I have all these little fun gadgety things all the time. Somebody tells me, "Oh, it's really easy. It's really good for this, or this." I'm gonna, ooh, yeah, and I'll buy it. Um, I'm gonna change needles again. Hello, Amanda. Welcome in, and hello, Lizzie. Um, I have a needle minder or a needle keeper that my great auntie had made. It's a bonnet. It's super cute. Um, it's in the drawer though. I used it for a while and then I started thinking that I would be really upset if I messed it up, so I put it away. But I've like replaced the ribbon and I replaced the felt that was inside of it. Just the fabric is it's really cute. This box is taking me a little bit. But there was a lot of colors in this block. And park it there. And 169, I can wait and do that afterwards. And these ones are parked. Nice. I like when there's parked threads. So it looks like this over here is gray. I thought it was going to be blue. Man, after working on 46 count, 32 count is huge, Nikki says. I bet. You're crazy. I like 32 count 2/2 though. I would not be able to do 1/1. I can't do 25 count alone. And Lizzie says, LOL, Nikki, I should imagine. Yeah, I bet. Do you have your goggles on? There was somebody who was doing 52 or something count. I'm like, crazy. No, I can't see, so. Amanda asks, 46 count over 1? I believe it was. Or no, I think it was it 1/2? Yes, I need my goggles for 14 count. Yeah, me too. Oh, I need my magnifier for 14 count for sure. Let's see. I mean, I can't use it for 18 count. Let's see. There's there. And it is going to go here. Madison said, this past spring, I could see 46 count just fine, but my eyes got worse this summer. I can't use magnification because it makes my vertigo much, much worse. Ooh. Yeah, I bought some, I bought a magnifier that was like, it had like a little, it had a, distortion to it, and it made me motion sick. It was really crappy. Lizzie says, perhaps I should get some goggles. It really looked like the nerd I am. I can pretend I'm a short-sighted scientist taking a break. Funny. Okay. Finish that. One more, two more colors. And this block will be done. But I am going to go work in this next block because I have a bunch of colors that need to go in the corner there. Oh, you know what? Let me use have to fill in stuff. So the ballpoint needle works really great for that. That gold needle, though, I'm liking them. Definitely. I didn't think I would. I mean, I wasn't sure about it. I was like, oh, I'll try them. Definitely. Nice. I was thinking about Dragon Pile yesterday. I was looking at the picture when I looked at the picture, and I was thinking, I think I'm going to go over to the other side and work on that side a little bit until I get to the dragon. And then I'll do a bit of dragon, I'll do a bit of, I'll switch both sides, do a bit of border, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. To see what we're working on tomorrow. Oh no, you didn't. You didn't. Well, I don't think you offended anybody. And Amanda says, my husband is a chemist and actually does have prescription safety goggles. That's cool. I know that, like, I used to be a swimmer, and I knew that there were, like, swim goggles that were prescription. I always wanted some. Because I seriously can't see. And I have really bad depth perception. So not being able to see, plus the weird depth perception, I used to miss the wall all the time. It was really bad. It was a good thing I was just a sprinter. I didn't have to worry about the wall so much. But I want some of those goggles, the prescription ones. I think it would be great for um cross stitch. Nikki says my husband has prescription snorkeling ones. Oh, that's cool. I mean, that's the thing is, you know, if you can't see and you go swimming, you can't see anything. It sucks. It's really hard. Like when we started taking Alex to the pool, I couldn't go alone because I can't see. So I always had to go with somebody else. This is short. I think I am gonna end this through. Maybe. But I doubt I could afford anything like that anyway, so yeah. Okay. Okay. And whoops. I got tangled up. So here I can remove this. I'm just going to remove a couple of these and then I'll work on that. I think I'll go to the next block. I need to finish this block and there's a lot of that color over here. So I figure I will do that. Let's see. Oh, that's good. Oops, I missed it. I hate when that happens. Oh, no, I did get it. Okay, good. Yeah, they're pretty costly, but I feel like you can find some the dentists use. Saw some on Amazon. I was only able to get them because we had a mandatory health savings account then. Yeah. Yeah, when my computer glasses broke, um, I was like, not good. I use them pretty much around the house. Um, so I was wearing my reading glasses around the house. It was not great. I finally did get them though, so that was good. Okay, there's that, and that one will stay there for now. Um, I wonder. I'm like trying to just. Oh, this is really juicy. Um, And Amanda says, "Oh my goodness, Lizzie, no, not at all. Your comment made me think of how cute my husband is in his goggles." Oh, that's funny. I mean, that's cute. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to. Oh yeah, I should mark these off. Ta-da! Done. Wow. Oh wow. Look at that big old block of 169. That's nice. I'm gonna go over here because I do want to finish this bunch of thread that's missing. Lock that. 169. I thought this was blue. I guess it's like a grayish blue-ish. So yeah. Can use a little bit longer piece, which will be nice. That's a half meter. Take another sip of coffee. Has the sound been okay? I keep forgetting to check. What did you do to open up that block? Oh, okay. So, you you have it with the hold on a second. Let me whoops. Okay, so here, let's turn the block off completely, okay? There's no block there, right? I'm going to turn that off so you can see it better. So you turn the block on, and you see the green arrow that's in the corner-ish, right? You just pull that up, push it back down. If you want to make the box bigger, you pull on the number or push on the number. And the same with this one here. There's a number here. You pull it. And there's also an arrow here, which you can push it out to the corner. This is the one where you have, if you have the triangle one on the you know what I mean. Amanda says, yeah, yes, sound is great for me. Okay, good. And Nikki says, no problem with sound. Do you know what I mean, Suki? It's kind of fiddly. You have to. It's like, because my tablet is kind of crap. You sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So like I want it to be I wanted to cover the parts that I hadn't stitched yet. So I'll do that and then I will lock it because I always end up, when I don't want it to move, I move it. Lizzie says, I have seen some goggles I do like for stitching in bed. May get them, especially if I do eventually do super duper supersized Max Color Library Cats on 32 count. So does that make sense, Suki? Let me know. I can, but you have to have it on that one option, the middle option. Okay, I'll turn that off again. I almost forgot. Good thing I didn't. Okay. Yeah, it seems like it's back to normal, so hopefully that was a one-off thing. Good. I'm glad that helped. Let me know if you need any more help with that stuff. I don't mind showing you. Just let me know. This one's a bit too long. That's okay. Just make it a little shorter. And this is, oh yeah, I can turn that back on. There was a cat shelf from Painted Fairy that was on Dream Stitch that I really like, but it's really expensive, so. Lizzie says, Amanda, I'm glad that and the Max Color Stitcher is doing it. It looks so much fun. Yeah, it does. I don't know. I don't think it is as clear as I would think it would be, being so big. It definitely needed the googly eyes that Nikki put on them. That one cat looked like a blob. It was so funny. Me off to search Dream Stitch cat shelves. If you look in, I think it might be links. I think it was Laura that posted some cat ones from Dream Stitch. It's a Painted Fairy cat shelf. It's really cute. I have really wanted that. But it's expensive. I think it's a big one, so it's kind of expensive. There's one with coffee as well that I like. Cats and coffee. Amanda says, I'm probably doing a new painting fairy order this week, sitting up a custom in the next month. I like spending all my money in one fell swoop. Aw. I have a discount code for Painted Fairy, so if you want, it's there. It's in the description. I also have one for 5 stitch. I've not done anything there yet, but there is one for 5 stitch as well. And hello, Heather. Welcome in. A little bit of block stitching, no problem. Oh, I'll make sure to check the description box. Hello, Natty. Welcome in. Yeah, if you use the link in the description, it helps too. Let's see. I wasn't expecting it to be gray. I thought that it was more blue. But it's going to be pretty. There we go. Cut those off. Ow, just stabbed myself with scissors. Darn it. I love this. I know. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm glad when I got up this morning and I looked at it, I was glad that I was going to work on it again. It's really nice. But I think I know that 3 days would be too much. So I'm good with today, and then yeah. What are we working on tomorrow? What do you guys want me to work on tomorrow? Lizzie says, Amanda, I do not mind how it's spelled. For some reason, I've always had my family spell it IE at the end, nearly 46 years old, bit late to change it now. Yeah, exactly. That's how mine is also IE, Susie. I always hated it when people would spell it with an S or with a Y. I'd be like, that's not my name. Not that Susie was my name either, but yeah, I was picky. Let me mark some stitches off because why not? Keep track of what I'm doing. But I'm going to stop after this row with this color so I can make sure I cover everything up. And the thread's getting short too. Well, short-ish. It's not. And the hoop is still super tight from yesterday. Still. Amanda says, my mom absolutely would not let people nickname me, so I've always been Amanda. Yeah, my dad didn't like using nicknames. He was like, your name is Suzanne. And that was fine. Did I do this one? Yes, I did. Okay. 34 more stitches of that one. Ooh. Okay, so we're going back to min to max for a little bit. And woohoo. Oh, I was gonna look at this real quick. Oh yeah, it is gray. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I love this. Oh, there's different colors in there. Oh, good thing I looked. Next row, yeah. It would have been a full-on rebellion if I wasn't allowed a nickname. I hate my name as it is. Yeah. 3041. And that's probably why I don't like my name, because I was forced to use my real name, and after I'd pretty much been Susie until I was 6, and then it was like, no, I don't want to change my name. It's still my name, but you know. 3041. These are long. Let's see, that one's a half. These are long. Oh, let's take one of these. Yeah, I think, Lizzie, though, you probably wouldn't have cared. I think that if I had been Suzanne from the start, I think I wouldn't have minded. But I was already like, I was forced to use Suzanne instead of Susie. But like for example, Alex, his name is Alexander. I never call him Alexander because I don't really like it. Natty says, my nickname is Natty. My name is Natalia. I hate being called Nat. Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to be called Nat either. That sounds kind of silly. Amanda says, when I was little, no one had my name. Really? And then it got popular and everyone had your name. Neither is really ideal. I'm really glad my mom didn't name me Esther Marie like she wanted to. Yeah. Well, I always talk about my brother was supposed to be, he was supposed to be Alejandro or something like that. My mom, or it was something, Stefan Emmanuel. It was supposed to be this like super duper name. But and he would have the same initials as I do. And that was like the big thing for me. And then one of my brothers was like, no, he's a Billy. So he's Bill. Heidi says, my mother's name is Susan. She also uses Susie at work, but absolutely hates being called Sue. Yeah, I went by Sue for a while, like from 7th. Actually, I used Sue throughout, I want to say I used it throughout high school, middle school and high school. And then when I went to college, I was like, you know, I'm an adult now. I'm going to go by Suzanne. But I hated it. Like, so I started using Suzanne at that point. But it always sounded funny. So, yeah. 3826. Let's see here. 3826. I have a feeling. No, it's not. Sonia says, my daughter's name is Anna. Her nickname has always been completely different, like barbell when she was little. Barbell. Wait a minute. Oh, I was thinking maybe it translated it. All right. Yeah, Alex. His name. He's got so many names. It's so funny. Like I said, I never called him Alex, or I never called him Alexander. I still like it. It's so funny when his grandmother would call him Alexander. It was like it sounded wrong. I was like, oh, that sounds wrong. But it was too late. He was already Alexander. Do you want to be called Suzanne now? Because we can call you Susie or anything else. Like I'm really enjoying Suze with the OO. I never spelt it that way. Fred did that, and honestly, I love it. I think it's so funny. So yeah, I don't mind. I don't. I think what it is I'm used to my name in writing as Suzanne. That's like that's what I use. But it's when people call me it, like when Alex says it, it just like grates on me. Barbell is a old fashioned German name. Oh, okay. Because it looks like something Swedish almost. Um, yeah. Yeah, but I don't mind. You know, people have been calling me Suzanne forever, so I'm pretty used to it. Little Bear, isn't it like bar is berry here, and bell is like bell, I guess. I don't know. My dad is called Alexander, and he only likes to be called Alex, and definitely not Xander. I personally, if I called my child Alexander, it would be Xander. It just sounds cool. Like Bear and Belle. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I was like, hey, let's call him Xander or Sander or something like that. And his dad was like, absolutely not. So yeah, that didn't happen. So yeah, he's Alex. Um, yeah. I used to love the name Christopher when I was little. Well, not little, but not yeah. And so, like, I was like, "How about Christopher?" Because I really like that name. And he's like, "No way." He goes, "One of the worst kids in school was named Christopher." I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, it was funny. But then also we picked a name that would sound the same in English and Swedish. That was important. So yeah, that worked out. And the only one that we both would come up with was Alex. One, two, three. My husband was okay with unique names as long as you could prove that they're historic. Yeah. Um, yeah. Well, I really wanted a girl. Alex was not a girl, and that was not good. No, it was fine, but I was a little disappointed, I have to say. And I had the idea if it was a girl, it was going to be Linnea Irene because Irene's my middle name. That's a family name. But then I decided that it would be Ruby after my aunt. So I'm kind of disappointed. I mean, I love Alex, not saying I don't. But I was disappointed he was not a girl because I would have loved to have a little Ruby. But yeah, I didn't. And Heidi says, I've always been Heidelin or Heidel, I think. And Sonia says, my husband's Russian, so we had a problem finding a name that was common in Germany and Russia. So my children are Philip and Anna. Okay. Yeah, you got the same problem I did, sort of, except for mine was English and Swedish. Let's see, let's put this stitch in as well. Wait, hold on a second. That's going to go here. Is that right? One, two. Okay. And still, it gets a bit like there's a little bit of a difference between it in English and Swedish, but it was still good. And then we just call him Biscuit anyway. So. Heidi line or Heidi lay. Ah, okay. The Russian nickname for Alexander was Sasha. Yeah, that was what I wanted to use. I was like, can we call him that? And my ex was like, absolutely not. But I have a cousin named Sasha, so a female cousin named Sasha. So it would have been a bit odd. It's funny because her sister's name is Isabel, and it was always Sasha and Isabel. They were like, whenever you said their name, you said one of them, you said both names together. It was kind of funny. So, Sonia, do you live in Germany then? I didn't realize you were in Germany. If you are, I was assuming you were in the States. Sorry about that. And Amanda says, I'm still trying to figure out how my great grandparents figured our names, even conversed. She spoke Polish, he spoke Portuguese, neither spoke English. It has baffled me for decades. No, not really, Lizzie. I think it sounds nice. But I like both those names, so it's fucking. Excuse me. the the this one company that I told you guys I did a design for them a couple years ago. They are like spamming my emails. It's like, what the heck? I mean, it's been like 5 years or something. Oh man. They want me to join their magazine thing of like subscribe. I'm like, oh, Sonia, don't worry about it. You're good. It says, I'm German, so excuse my bad English. Your English is great. I actually thought you were in the States. Lizzie says, they spoke the language of love. It's universal. Yeah, there you go. I bet they could speak a little bit of either's language. No doubt. Bugs again. Damn gnats. That's usually what happened. Yeah, it definitely could be worse. I think it's pretty. Don't mind that at all. Excuse me. I'm a little coughing here. Okay. That one is this one. There's a lot. There's a lot of parked threads like right there in the middle. Trying to get the right one. Make sure I get the right one. And Heather says, my dad and brother always called me Head. I'm guessing Head as in, and my mom always called me Hetty or Dolly. I don't remember any of them ever calling me Heather. Amanda says, my peppy's second wife didn't speak English either. She knew 3 words in English, eat, clean, and I forget the third one. She used to chase us with a broom when she wanted us to play outside. Nikki's got to go. See you later, Nikki. Oh, that's right, Nikki. Or Natty. Happy birthday, Amanadio, or something like that. Sorry if I butchered it. Lizzie said, oh, wait, you're going to pick up your CPAP. Oh, good luck. I'm supposed to use one, and it is a nightmare. Yeah, we won't talk about that. Let's see. Oh wait. Lizzie says she was in NCIS 2 seasons, an episode of Friends. The only way my imaginary son would not be Christopher is if I married a Christopherson or something like that. Yeah, of course. And Sonia says, I really like the pattern from Fine Art Stitch. It has 140 colors, but not confetti at all. After Amy Stewart, it's so relaxing. Oh, that's good. I've been kind of worried because the Van Gogh one I have, the almond blossoms, was a little crazy, but I really like it, so I'm kind of, I should work on that again. Let's see if I can get it in this hoop. That would be awesome. I actually still have it in the other hoop. I didn't move it out of there. I left it because I was like, oh, I want to work on that. I have to order more fabric now. Oh, man. And 976. I have Pink Clouds Anti-Bees, and that one is really nice. I'm really impressed with their patterns, the Fine Art Stitch. They just really feel nice and they look great. Like, I want to do that. What's it called? The spring, it's called Spring or something like that. It kind of reminds me of more realistic, beautiful place. For some reason, my YouTube switched off to go to the television. That was bizarre. Oh. She was working on the haystacks at I can't say that. How do you say that? Gervany. I used to know how to say that, and all of a sudden it's like I'm lost. I lost it. My brain does not remember how to pronounce it. But it's a Van Gogh, if I remember right. No, no, no. It was a Monet. There's a lot of Monets on Fine Art Stitch. There was a couple of the water lilies ones that I was like, hemming and hawing. But I think I have my patterns for now. I can't do anything else. Amanda says, I know which one that is. Okay, good. Giverny, like island. Wait, oh, sorry. Like Girvi. I translated it. Guravi. Giravi. It translated it to island. Sorry. I have the auto translate on, and sometimes yeah. The pattern was free. Oh yeah, it was. You're right. I remember that now. Let's see. I want to. One second, and I'll wait. That went through the hole. I will show you guys because I remember which one that one. I think I actually did. I download that one. I might have downloaded it. I don't remember. Oops. And it's so nice because they have some really nice free patterns even. There was another free pattern that I really liked, but I'm not starting anything else. No, I'm not. I have more fabric, but I'm not starting anything else. I keep telling myself that, right? I might actually believe it one of these days. Come on. Oh, I was in the wrong spot completely. I'm like, why is this not going in the hall? Yeah, because I wasn't where it was supposed to go. Aha, sounds like animal giraffe. Okay. I wasn't super into any of the free patterns, just not my style of art for most part. Yeah, I I liked them, but I wasn't, like gonna stitch them. I have, like I love Alphonse Musha, so that was definitely what I wanted. Here, I'll show you. I'll drink some more coffee. Giraffe, Giverny, giraffe. Okay, giraffe. Oh, yeah. Hello, Alyssa. I was asking about you earlier. Let's see. Is it that one? Yeah. Oh, no, that's not it. No, that's not it either. Wait. Their website's kind of slow sometimes, just so you know. Oh, there's some new ones. Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah, that one's pretty. Hold on, let me see if I can get it to open. Oh, it's really tiny. Sorry, it's really tiny. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's actually one that's finished, I think. Yeah, it looks like that's a example that's finished. Yeah. It looks a little funny, the yeah. Aw, yeah, you missed everything. Alice, Alyssa. That's really pretty. That'll be really nice. Um, the one I liked from here was the fog one was really pretty. But I didn't like the animals, so but this one's really pretty. And it's free. Let's see, is there one? No, there's only it. It's really small. um I really need to pay better attention to my stitching. I'm sitting here unstitched, two stitches rather than stitching two new ones because I'm paying attention to these. Yeah. I'm doing a block on art in my studies at the moment, concentrating on modern art and the Turner Prize. I hate that kind of art, but have to analyze it. Yeah, but I think it's good to learn about it. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, that was a really pretty one. I think someone's doing the cats, the free cats one. I don't remember who it was though. The one I just showed, I really like that one. It's free too, so this one's kind of cute. If you like cats and stuff. Anyway, yeah. Oh, I know. I want to show you. I have to show you the one that I fell in love with, and I will make eventually. Let's see. Whoops. There we go. Remember me. I always tell them to remember me. They never remember me. Why do you have that if you don't going to use it? I want to go back to history. I get history. Um, I never really thought that I liked modern stuff either, Lizzie, but sometimes they're interesting. You know what I mean? Oh, it's Monstead. I was trying to remember the guy's name. Um, I think this is something I will do not yet, but eventually. Um, Amanda says, Lizzie, what kind of art do you like? Alyssa says, I have a minor in art history. Modern art is not a favorite, but very much important to art. Yeah, exactly. Um, doesn't this look like a photo? This looks like a photo. There's an example. This is it stitched up. This is stitched up. Can you believe that? That this is a stitched piece? I'm like super surprised. Anyway, that's the one that I might do eventually. I love it. Anyway, okay, back to stitching. I can't keep looking at that or I will cry. No, I won't. I won't cry. Not really. But that is beautiful and it's going to be huge and yeah. Okay, back to a beautiful place. Yes. It's beautiful. Okay, it's not that one. I love pre-Raphaelite art. That's one of my favorites. And I also love Art Nouveau. Um, Is that right? Wait a minute. No. Wrong place. Yeah. So Lizzie says Josephine Wall, Monet, Manzano, Amy Stewart, Nini Thompson, Bridget Aswood, Van Gogh, traditional, and lots of modern artists that I love just don't get installation art. I was a theater major in high school. We actually turned ourselves into art installations for one of the pieces we did. Okay. Uh, I was I went to school to be a librarian. Yeah, that's what I did. I didn't last very long. I found weaving and I stopped. I I started just weaving and I couldn't stop and I was like, yeah, school was over. It was a bit funny. But I always loved like literature and stuff like that. Um, that was kind of a problem sometimes working in the library. I would be like oh that book looks interesting. Oh wait that one. Yeah. They put me in the philosophy section to work in that section and it was very boring. I was like, man. Um, Installation art can get very weird. Yeah. But overall, a lot of art boggles me. I don't have a philosopher or artist mind. Lizzie says other artists I love: Dominic Davidson, Thomas Kincaid, Chuck Pinson. Alyssa says Sue's A Beautiful Place is looking amazing. Yeah, I love it. Amanda says I went to an arts high school, then majored in theater, English, and history in college. I was looking at because Nikki kind of inspired me to go and look. But I was looking at the Omar Ryan, the one that did Contessa, and I actually looked at his Instagram, and he actually paints the stuff. It's not digital art. He's actually painting it, and his stuff is it's so quirky, but it's like really amazing. So I'm actually really glad because I mean, I'm not saying digital art's not important, but like I really like when people like draw, paint, do that kind of stuff. And the he was actually painting. So yeah, it was a bit interesting. I didn't realize that, you know, it wasn't just digital art like a lot of these are. Um, from what I understand, even Amy Stewart started using AI. She wrote something and it said that, you know, she uses some AI. Just I mean, you know, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't draw, so, you know. I can't complain. Um okay. So, let's see. Let's not put that over there. I'm so used to putting it over the edge and I like first time yesterday sewed some stitches in. So now I'm like being really careful. um, I went to a normal high school, college prep, went to college, dropped out of college. Yeah, it was just too expensive. I couldn't go to college. Um, you know, stuff changed right about the time when it was time for me to go to college. It was no longer free ish. You had to take loans. and it cost well, you guys know it cost a fortune. And that, you know, like it was just starting to happen when I started going to college. And I got sick during the second year I was at college with whooping cough really bad. Didn't know I had whooping cough. Yeah. I coughed for 6 months. It was really bad. And so then I missed a lot of classes. And when you have financial aid, as soon as, and I had some little loans, and as soon as you go below, at that time, I don't know if it's still that way, but this is in the late 80s, go below a certain amount, it all like kicks off, and then you have to start paying things back, but then you're going to school, and it was just crazy. Yeah. So I did get accepted to a university. I was gonna go to a university, but I was worried about loans. I would have had to have tons of loans to go, and so I didn't go, unfortunately. And it sucks because I really wanted to go to college. I was really looking forward to it. But then, because I had gotten sick, I was really kind of weak afterwards for a long time. Um, and that's why I cough a lot, because my lungs are all messed up. I ended up with chronic bronchitis afterwards as well. Um, so asthma, all that, all that fun stuff. Let's see, this goes here. So yeah, it was sad. I was all ready to go. And then I decided I was looking at I couldn't get any good financial aid. And yeah, I lived with my aunt, which, I was, yes, she was taking care of me and, everything. But she had a super good pension because she worked for the government. She was a artistical drafts person, and so she retired, and she had a really, really good retirement. And they were like, well, she's supporting you, and because she gets this, this, and this, you're not eligible for anything. I was like, well, what? Yeah, so I couldn't get any financial aid. I would have had to get loans. My aunt didn't have that much money to send me to college, you know. Yeah, it sucked. Man, I was so disappointed. I'm gonna do this stitch so I can go back up. Wait, hold a second. I'm gonna cut this off. Um, um, wait. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I was talking and stuff. Sorry. I think the next cross stitch I'm going to do is a conversion of Lucas Leon's The Fool. Alyssa says digital art and AI has its place, but I agree there's something more impressive when it's not part of the process. Yeah. I do not have an artist's mind either. I'm not at least philosophical, so I'm going to find this difficult. Oh, I'm sorry, Lizzie. Sonia says, I also think that Amy Stewart uses AI. Yes, she does. My daughter has a very strong AI detector, and she told me my project Storyteller's View was AI. Yeah, I believe it was too. There was a lot of stuff. Joyce says, my favorite art, all female, Khalil and O'Keefe. Yeah, O'Keefe was great. I love that. Alyssa says, I went to an arts high school too, Amanda. I spent most of high school in theater, but moved into film, video, photography in college. And Joyce says, I hate the demon speller. Amanda says, I graduated in 1998 with 20,000 in loans, student loan interest compounded daily. I've paid over 100,000, still owe. I was crazy. Amy Stewart has always utilized digital in her art. She may use it as a tool, but I doubt all of her art is able AI. No, I didn't say it was. I said she does use AI in her art. Not that it's all AI. And yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Tamara, wait, hold on a second. It tried to, Tamara Lampika, O'Keefe, and Call. Yeah. Honestly, art school probably wasn't the best thing for me. I ended up in finance and accounting and really didn't start to get back into art for several years. I give up, Joyce says. No problem. Mass producing art under pressure and judgment really messes with your mind, Alyssa says. Yeah, yeah, I understand. But yeah, I was really, really wanted to go to school. I was super ready to call it to university, and not being able to go was really it. It sent me spiraling. Actually, I ended up dropping out completely because I couldn't afford it because the stupid loans kicked off, and I had to pay back stuff. And I only had it was like $1,000 or something. It was a ridiculously low amount, and just everything spiraled. And I actually ended up getting married instead, which was a stupid mistake as well. Yeah, it was rough. That was the 80s. Okay, what? I keep getting tufties. But I can't draw or paint or anything like that, but I do love art. I love all of that. So, let's see, we're going to mark that off and bucket those. We've got three more colors left in this block. This block is going nicely. Let's see. Amanda says, we studied O'Keeffe in high school. I think boys were scared. This was early 90s. We love you, Joyce. We do. Amanda, or Alyssa says, Amanda didn't like the idea of all female body parts. Yeah. Auto autocorrect. Yeah. Sleep deprived. Are you still having trouble sleeping? I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh, I'm loving this pattern. This is just so awesome. Scarred, not scared. Oh yeah, okay. Lizzie says, Joyce, be unlurked. Autocorrect can bite me. I hate autocorrect. Yeah, I find autocorrect hysterical. Because it's just, you never know what's going to happen, and sometimes it's just so comical. That's how I see it. And it frustrates me a lot, but that's me using voice to text. My own fault. It's very funny. And this one is going to go, yeah, that's right. Look at that. This block is just, it's been interesting. Okay, so we did that bucket. Last one. I don't think this block didn't take very long. I still have a bunch of block stitching to do though. Alyssa says, oh, Joyce, I feel your pain. Been getting a few hours sleep here and there. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping very good either. I've been staying up way too late. I just like I'm tired as anything, but then I don't get up and get in bed. I was actually felt rested this morning, ish. Speaking of CPAP, I'm supposed to be using a CPAP, but I it it, it didn't let me sleep. I could not sleep with it because it kept blowing in my eyes and all sorts of stupid stuff. It was so irritating. I finally stopped using it. Ow. Just caught it on my finger. Did Essie get the issue resolved? You mean the one with the painted fairy? Uh, I think that's what. I don't know. She hasn't said anything since then, so I'm not really sure, Joyce. Um, Amanda says my husband had trouble waking up, so got a sunlight alarm. It doesn't wake him up, but it does wake me up. I usually go to bed at 3 or 4, and this his alarm starts shining at 7:45. Alyssa says I really like the effect of 18 count 1/1, and Joyce says 8 hours in a total of 2 days. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. I'm sorry, Joyce. And Essie said yes, you got it resolved. What happened? Was there something wrong with that? I mean, what did they say? Okay, this situation occurs because the designer did not merge the corresponding colors when creating the pattern. There's no actual error with the kit. You can stitch with confidence, was the reply. Okay. Yes, sleep doctor put me on CPAP. I've used it twice so far. I can sleep, but I don't feel like I sleep better. I still wake up tired. Yeah, what for me, it was waking me up. I had a really hard time getting to sleep. Um, and then I don't sleep on my back because of my back. And if I slept on my side, the mask would slip and it'd wake me up. And so I just was like, I was getting no sleep. The first week I was like, oh, felt like I had some energy and stuff. I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. And then none. Yeah, it was horrible. And I have a really small nose. So I'm a big girl. But my face is not. Like I have a really small nose and small features on my face, small nostrils. They tried even a child size CPAP mask and it did not work. I could not wear it. It was still too big. They tried everything. And the doctor's like, but you still have to do it. I was like, but there's no mask to fit me. It was crazy. Yeah, so I just don't do it because it was like, what's a CPAP? It's it forces you to breathe. Well, so when you have sleep apnea, you stop breathing in the middle of the night. And often it's because your tongue is blocking your airway. And so what it does is it forces your airway open so you don't stop breathing in the middle of the night while you're sleeping. Often it's people who snore. And that's what's the weird part is I don't snore. I absolutely don't snore. And I mean they were like, you don't snore. They were like totally no idea. And it's often with heavy people. But I think it's because I have a really tiny nose, that I don't have my airway isn't open enough. My aunt had the same problem. She had a huge nose. My aunt had a huge nose, and she had to have surgery to have her sinus passages opened up better. So yeah, I don't know. And it was really funny because when I was little, she used to say that that she thought that I would have to have that too. Um, but I'm okay. I breathe fine. But I guess I stop breathing when I sleep. Um, Delicate features, yes. It's a small nuisance, but at least there's no killer error. That's good. Um, Joyce says I usually get 8 hours, but I don't go to sleep until about 4 a.m. Yeah. It I it causes me to miss lives here sometimes. Aw, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. My Gampy used to call me button nose because my nose is like tiny. Um, and then yeah, actually, when I do get sick, I can't breathe. My nose is like I have really bad allergies too. Yeah, yeah, it is what it is. I'm used to it. But yeah, the last time I saw the doctor, he's like, "You need to do this." They actually even were going to do this. I was going to have a mouth guard that is made for people who have sleep apnea, and they sent me to the dentist to get fitted for it. And the dentist was like, "Okay, so we're gonna test this out," and he's like, no, your mouth won't open far enough. Your mouth is too small." It's like, what? Yeah. Um, I'm a really big girl too. Like I'm 5'11", and yeah, I have really fine features. Um, oh, Sonia says, me and my husband both had sinus surgery. He has a huge nose, but his nostrils were narrow. So now he has a new nose and he's quite handsome. Yeah, see, my nostrils are really small. Like I said, they were trying to fit the CPAP mask that has the little plugs for the nose holes, and I couldn't even use a child's one. They were so narrow. Yeah, so yeah, my aunt had that sinus surgery. Her nose was really big though. It was kind of weird because like I think my nose is small because my dad's nose is not very big. I think it's that. My dad always said it was a German nose. Um, I don't know. Like right now, it's really windy and I can hardly breathe. My nose is all clogged up. Eh. But left the window open because it's nice. It's nice having the wind. I kept thinking it was gonna rain, but no, not today. It seems it was really dark this morning. I'm surprised it didn't. Fur baby tapping me for her late breakfast. Aw, tap tap tap. It's usually a wet nose. Well, I only did 2 blocks so far. It's not quite 3 hours. Still a little bit worried about the 18 count. But I think I'm just so used to I'm looking at it through the magnifier and I'm like, what if it's too loose? It's fine. It's just me being a worrywart. So what should I work on tomorrow? I am gonna probably start a little later tomorrow. Maybe, hopefully, only a half an hour later, but maybe an hour, depending on his behavior when Mr. Biscuit comes home. Oops. Keep catching the tufties. That's okay. I know it looks like a mess, but man, it's just so much nicer. Like I was doing a bunch of pin stitches, which I do like, but they were just it made the stitches so bulky that I didn't really like it. Okay, so I'm gonna end this one because it's not super long. Alyssa says, "Dang it! I let the dogs out and a lizard got in. Oh no! I put the phone down and now I can't find it to get it out of the house. Oh no! Well, aren't the dogs taking care of it?" Bucket. There we go. Okay, let me clean up some tufties. That one's down there. Oh, I didn't put any down on there. Oh, no, that one's okay. Yeah, that doesn't happen here. Not on the 6th floor. There we go. There's hardly any threads. That's good. Nice. Okay. So, that's really cool. Oh, let's do the next one too then. Okay, now I need to fix the box again. There. So let's see what the... Oh, there's not that many threads. It's not too bad. You guys can still see, right? Yeah. Hello, Lona. Welcome in. Drink a little water real quick. 5:20. Green. it's only 6. I was like, it's starting to get darker earlier now, and I'm thinking, I thought maybe it was later than it was. It's only 6. You unlocked the box and moved it over. Yes, I did. And then I didn't lock it yet, so I could still move it. I don't think you can see the. Do you see the numbers and the little arrow things? That's what I hit the square up at the top. You can see that. That's what you use to move it. And I unlocked it first. So like it was like that. So I fixed the box and then I moved it. And then I'll lock it now as well. I usually do that. I'm going to work on A Beautiful Place 2. I'm at 0.81% so far. Nice. I don't know where I'm at. I've done 2 blocks, I think. Was it only 2? I think so. But this one had a lot of confetti. It still flowed really nicely. Like it didn't bother me. Correct. Autocorrect is already at it. Yep. Let's see. I'll show you how many. I've done 204 stitches. I'm at 1.39%. Which, you know, I would like to be higher, but I haven't worked on it that many times. How many times have I worked on it now? 6 times. One of those was the day after I had worked on it. Okay, so I need to do some marking really quick. Let's see. Yeah, I don't, kind of worried about this, doing that. Oh, that's not too bad. It's not as juicy as it was. Eventually, I think I'll get used to where it goes. I use the diagonal for getting rid of the extra threads. Oops. Let's see. I'm gonna. These pens are, I couldn't believe how well it washed out. I was like shocked. That's what happens when you buy water-soluble pens and you don't know it. Let's see. I've been moving patterns into Saga and updating stitches from PK to Saga. Yeah, that's fun. This looks amazing. Thank you, Natty. Lizzie's... Oh, and Natty says, I miss my beautiful place. LOL. Worked on my commisery last night. And Lizzie says, this might sound silly, like a silly question. Nothing is silly. Don't worry about it. Can you use a pencil on fabric? Would it wash off? No, absolutely it won't. Would it show through the lighter colors? Yes, it would. And no, it's not a silly question. Not at all. That's the thing. Like Yogi uses her pencil, but it's not going to wash out, and it will show through. It's possible it'll show through. It might not show through in everything, but it will, you know. Well, that looked messy. Anyway, but it will show through. Like when I use the these pens, it shows through, but I know that these are going to wash out, so I'm okay with that. I would stick with, like, I tested these, so I know these are okay, but like I still, when I buy new ones, I'll test them again because it's a good habit to do, is to test your pens every time. Okay, so let me move this over just a tiny bit, so I can reach it. Wait, oops. I, I quilt, right? And I used this, hold on a second, I'll show you. I have this chalk pencil, which is supposed to be chalk. It looks like this, right? And it had different colors. It had gray, white, yellow, pink, right? And I used the gray on white fabric on a quilt that I made for Alex. And it did not wash out. So, yeah. I mean, it's faded, so it's fine, but yeah, I was a little miffed. Um, um, Lizzie, you'd be surprised how many people use pencil and it absolutely does not come out. That's what Alyssa says. Yeah. I mean, I thought it would. I didn't know any better. Alyssa says, I feel bad, Natty. I've been so tired. I didn't stitch last night, nor have I started stitching today. Oh, don't worry about it, Alyssa. You're tired. Just relax. Sorry. Like, I'm trying not to cough in the camera, but yeah. Let's see. 931. I only have one stitch, so yes, I do have it on the board. Ooh, that's a dark color. Yeah. Whoops. That's okay. So I'm doing also the blue sew method, so I can like take my thread from over here, there, or down here, and I'm trying to do both. So I'm gonna do it from over here, and then it'll be covered up, and I can cut it off. After using the gold needle, these needles are so thin. It's funny. Wasn't ready for that. Oh, now the sun comes out again. Nine, 3, 1. Alyssa, love, it's okay. Commisery don't count unless I go live. Yeah, it's me and my hate style. I do love it, but yeah. Alyssa says, I'm thinking about trying the blue sew method on one of my new start sews. Ah, good, do it. I'm not doing it exactly like she does it. She would do all the stitches on the outside first and then work her way to the corner. She also does squares, and I really like the diagonals. But I found that the same idea doing min to max worked just as well. So that's why I just do min to max. And then I don't have to make any decisions, which was my problem. And Natty says, I'm doing better today, Alyssa. I have to go draw blood. Yeah. Alyssa says, I'm glad you're doing better, Natty. How is your poor mouth? Oh, yeah, I know. Are you able to go to the dentist and have your tooth fixed or something? Also, I was worried about that. Ugh, that just sucks. That one was extra long. Didn't talk much yesterday, so my tongue is feeling better, I think. But now my jaw is swollen where my tooth broke. Oh no, that sucks. Ugh. That's always been a fear of mine, breaking a tooth. Um, I've been anemic most of my life. I'm still, yeah. I have to take iron, or I get anemic really easily. Um, but I never realized all my life I've loved ice. Like I will chew on ice, and I've actually had to break myself of the habit of chewing ice. I like love ice, um, because I was so worried I was going to break a tooth. Um, Sonia says, "How do you organize your needles? I try to keep different sizes separate, but in the end, they land in the same box and get all mixed up." Okay, so right now I have, let's see, hold on a second. Let me move this over. So right now I have this needle minder that has my gold ones and my ballpoint needle. And this one has my 28s, right? So then I have, right now, my gold ones are still, they're still in packets. I just got those. So I keep my specialer needles right in this, which has, these are my pony needles, and I have some permanent needles. And then I keep my ballpoint needles, which I don't have that out right now. I have a little needle minder for that. And then I have 3 boxes that look like this, and I put the numbers on them. So I have 26s and I have 28s. But like when I take them off, I'm pretty pedantic about it. So Lizzie says, "What's better, heat erasable or water soluble?" Okay, so that's what I do with my needles, Sonia. And because I just always, like if these landed in that, I could see that that's what they were. And sometimes the 26s and the 28s do get mixed up, but you can definitely tell. Like actually, here's one of my permanent needles. Oh, that's good. I'll put that back in there. I accidentally put it on my needle board and I was like, left it there. Natty says dental sucks in New York. Oh man. And okay, so Lizzie says, what's better, heat erasable or water soluble? Okay, so I've been using heat erasable for a long time. Okay, I think it works fine, right? But if you put it in the freezer, it will come back, right? Absolutely comes back. But I usually, when I wash my stuff, I wash it with soap and hot water. I actually put boiling water over my stuff. So I got these new pens the other day. I think it was Tuesday, right? And I thought they were heat erasable because they looked the same, right? And they're not. They're water soluble. And they are absolutely water soluble and it completely disappears. So, yeah, I'm loving it. You know what I mean? And Alyssa says, chewing ice is so bad for your teeth. Mom broke so many teeth chewing ice. Yeah, I have now like sensitivity to heat and cold because of it. It broke off a lot of enamel, but my teeth are like in great shape. Like last time I went to the dentist was like, Like save money. Don't, unless something really hurts, you don't need to come back. You don't even need to get your teeth cleaned. I was like, okay. Because he was saying my teeth were clean enough. You know what I mean? Joyce says, I'm wanting a salad, but we have poop parasites here in the States. Oh, I know. I've been hearing about that. Ugh. Suki says, Joyce, I've never wanted a salad so bad. Oh my gosh. Alyssa says, oh, I know, Joyce. I'm dying for some living food. That is just horrible. I swear. Oh, and he's pooping all the time in his diaper. Yeah. So anyway, did I miss anything? Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, so that's what I do with my needles. I really like these needle boxes. And I use some diamond painting labels to put the number on there. So I really like those. Yeah, that's what I do. And I always put them all back when, yeah, some people have died. I heard about that. That is just horrible. Yeah, yeah. It was really funny because they say here that they don't even have, like, you can eat raw eggs here. Like, safety is just super good here, supposedly. Okay, I did take a thread out. I thought I had taken a thread. I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Okay. Lizzie, supposedly heat erasable leaves a residue and can come back. So they say water soluble is best. But I like the tips of the heat erasables better. Yeah, that's me too. So like I said, I've only seen them come back on if you put it in the freezer. And recently, like I said, I accidentally bought these water erasable ones. So I don't think they're not as nice. I'm not drawing as nice with them, but that came out 100% and did not come back. So I like that. You know what I mean? I do like it. But I do like the heat erasable ones do draw really nicely. And it might just be that these ones are they're, new, so they're a bit juicy. I know the water markers, the clover one and the prim ones, when they're new, they do kind of leak a lot. So I think it might just be that they're new. But them coming out so easily is nice, and they're really thin. Hold on a second, and I'll show you the tip because I was really impressed with it. And I used my water paintbrush, and I don't know if you can see it, but I drew up here, and a little bit of it's still there, but that took off more than that. Yeah, so here's the water soluble ones. They are 0.05, and they are really, really fine. See, now it's starting to get better the more I use it. And here, I can show you. Where did my... Oh, wait, did I leave it on the table? No, I didn't. No. I'm like looking for my little paintbrush, sorry. My pen cup is getting... Oh, there it is. So I have one of these pens things. It's only a little bit wet, but it starts disappearing almost right away. And so here you can see my clover pen. Um, here's the clover pen. So here's the clover pen, right? And this, so you see how much that's come off just with a little dab. It's not great. This doesn't work great, but it will it'll erase it a little bit and enough to make it. Oh, that actually came out good that time. Most of the time, those are really hard to get out. That actually worked this time, but you can see it's not too bad. But definitely, like cold water will take it off. I love that. Um, Alyssa says, "Have you ever tried watercolor pencils?" Um, no, because I watched Stitching Masterpieces. She did a thing on different pens, and the watercolor pens, she said that if you iron it, they won't come out. And I just figured that was probably something better not to even test. Joyce, there's a link in supply links. We were just talking about it, and that's where I got these new ones. The ones I have are wider. They're okay for traditional embroidery. The other one that I have is it's a Prim. It's extra fine. And that's the one. This one's really good, water eraser, but it's really light. It's not very dark. But it is good. And then I have I have the Clover one. And this is wait, I'm just throwing stuff at me. This says it's fine, but it is really good. I was using that yesterday on Dragon Pile. But you couldn't use this on like 25 count. This one you could. These ones I don't think you could use on 25 count either, though, because they're pretty. Well, it's not that. They're just really juicy right now. So yeah, check the link. Is AliExpress. So it is what it is. It's changing now because of the stupid tariff. Oh, not tariff. We have like a import tax thing going on here in the EU that they're making everyone pay more because they don't want us to buy things from China. That looks different. What the heck? Oh. So they don't want us to buy things from China. They want us to pay for it that people have already bought it from China. You know what I mean? I hate running Stitch Guide. Yeah, I always think that's really silly, you know. So yeah, so we have to pay Amazon to get the stuff, you know. Are those numbers from Painting Fairy? Oh, you mean the sticker numbers that I have? Those ones I think I get them from Amazon and from AliExpress. Amazon's really cheap. I just usually get them there, and you get like a big old pack of a bunch. I use them for my floss drops. These ones, and I think they're called DM. They're diamond painting DMC numbers or something. I feel like it's buying it twice. Yeah, exactly. And then now they're making us pay €3 extra to if we buy it from China or AliExpress, and it's for each item or each different type of item. So like when I was thinking about buying some more pens, when I realized that they were what they were, um, it wasn't quite the $10, like for free shipping. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll add, another $5. No problem, right? You know? But it didn't quite reach it. So I put one more thing. And so it was like $15. And, but because there were 4 different things, they added €3 for each item. And so it was like, instead of it being, say, €15, it was €40. It cost more. It cost more than the items cost. So yeah, I didn't order. I didn't notice it the first time though when I ordered my pen refills, but it wasn't very much because I only bought 2 pen refills instead of different things. So it was only that little bit, but still, I'm like, dang, you can't get the you can't get these things here in Sweden. I mean, it's frustrating. I'm like frustrated. I mean, I look on Amazon because obviously, you can't, if you can't get it, then you got to find it somewhere. Your Kohanas have a hefty tariff. I saw them on the painting fair. Oh, okay, I might not have seen them. I might not have looked at the painting fairy site for that. I don't think I looked at the tools on painting fairy. I think it's because I didn't need anything, so I didn't really look because didn't want to buy anything. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just crappy. It looks like I need more floss soon. I don't know. They were $1.99. Oh man. And then you had to pay a bunch for it. I bet. Per DMC sheet. Oh, look on Amazon. Sometimes you can get like 4 of them. They so the ones I have, let me show you what they look like. Wait, it's on the other side. So I have them. I have like a ton of them, right? Because I was kitting up stuff, so I had a bunch of them. So when you get a pack of them, there's like all the numbers. You get all of the DMC numbers, but they come in different sheets. Like here's one, here's the next one, and then so on, right? And sometimes from Amazon you can get like 4 sets of them. So like I have a ton of them, but like I had to keep buying them because I would run I wouldn't have the numbers because I kept using them for kitting up stuff. Not the Kohanas. They're over 100 per scissor. Ooh, yeah. I had Ginger scissors in the States, but I left all my sewing stuff there. My brother didn't send my stuff. He was going to, but then stuff happened and he didn't do it. 26 years later, it's still there. I had a pair of shears and embroidery scissors, Ginger embroidery scissors too. Yeah, it sucked. And those are really expensive too. They weren't that much back then, but they weren't cheap. But I use those little number things a lot. Like when I was doing my um, Ponyo blends, because they're so cheap, I just use them on this. You know, I think I need to put those in the kits though because I don't. They're hanging out, and I don't want them to get dirty. They're not being used, so. So this one I'm gonna do like a little pivot because there is. I buy too much stuff because I think, oh, that'll work, and then I buy it, and then it doesn't work, and then I bought stuff. I get bright ideas all the time. It's kind of funny. Yeah, accessory snob. Um, they're great. Are they easy to remove from acrylic floss drops? No, they stick on there. I did notice a couple of them, like they're kind of peeling. Let me see if I can find one. Like I might have caught my nail on it, and so they kind of do peel. But they don't come off. They're really tough to get off. Yeah, I love my floss drops. Those are really nice. I'm really happy with that type of floss drop. Um, I had tried a bunch of different ones. The first ones I bought were like this big. It was so funny. Um, yeah, I did, but you know what? That would bug me. I could not do that. I couldn't have stuff sitting in my lap all the time while I work. But I move a lot, so like I'm constantly moving my legs up and down. You know, I'll have one up and then I'll put it down and I'll put the other one up. Um, so I'm moving all the time. That's why like Yogi's thing didn't work for me because I didn't really have a place to put it. Um, but I love my floss drops. I love my cart. It's just perfect for me. It's perfect. Um, every once in a while, I go through and I smooth out the floss drops and neaten them all up. Bye, Sonia. Thanks for being here. Um, and Joyce says, I have a set of floss drops for every project, as everyone does. Yeah, I just have a master set. I started out doing floss drops for all my projects, and it was too much. The more projects you have, the more floss drops you have, and it was just easier in the end to do a master set. And you're right. I move around a lot too. That's a good point. Yeah. I was gonna do like a book thing, but I realized that I didn't want it in my lap, and if I put it on the side, I was twisting, which then hurt my back. That was the same with I did the, what do you call it? I did the, what do you call it? My file cabinet. I had it on the side. I set it up and I was all excited, had it on the side next to me, and realized that it was a little low for my chair. So I was twisting and bending over, and after a day of that, my back was killing me. And so I realized that wasn't going to work. And I was really disappointed because it was a lot of work to do that. I was so angry at myself. I was like, what am I going to do? So then I decided, I was like, okay, fine. I'm getting floss drops. And that's what I did. You have Annie's keepers. Okay. But I have to get up and down to retrieve floss. Yeah, see, that's why it's right next to me. Um, Choco Ace pens. I do not know, Lizzie. You know what you could do is what do you call it? Post link on Discord and I can look at it. I could not find the pens that I bought on AliExpress on Amazon, unfortunately, because I did try. But I have a Clover Choco. Well, I don't have the Choco, but I have the Clover pen, which works really good, and I'm sure you can get that one. You could look for Soline. Soline is another one that they have good pens for sewing. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Prim, that's another good name if you're looking for water soluble. And Alyssa says, I prefer floss cards, but I'm thinking about switching to a master set. Yeah, I don't really like the floss cards, honestly. I think they're too bulky. I prefer floss drops. But I am trying with the kits to keep up with that instead. Let's see. Alyssa says, I can't find a system I really want to try with a master set. Amanda says, I have master set right now. I hate it. I'll go back to skeins as soon as I use it up. Chocos are too thick for me. Yeah, I think the chocos are really thick as well. But my floss drops and my cart, I think is awesome. It's perfect for me. It's movable. The only thing is that if you like to travel, then that's a problem. But I could, if it came down to it, I could pull floss drops and have floss drops for a project. I could do that if I wanted to go somewhere. I could take them enough with me, kind of thing. I was actually thinking about also this thing I got for my floss storage, that something like that, if I say I was needed to travel and I was going to be away from my floss cart for a while, something like that would work. To have the floss drops in, not perfect, but it could actually do it. So yeah, I don't know. But as I said, I really like it. I like it enough that I'm gonna have 2 sets, so I'm pretty happy with it. But it's also, these floss drops are quite petite, and so they're not like heavy or anything, and I don't put a full skein on, and that makes them less bulky. I mean, some threads have more, like black has more. Oh, we got Lizzie. I think this one. Well, I don't know about 25 count. Wait, I missed. Essie said something. Wait, what? Essie, I'm guessing you're talking about Lizzie. Did you get them from Sue's recommended site? The pens? Yeah, I think. Has anyone bought cotton thread from AliExpress? You mean like embroidery floss or sewing thread? I am a sewing thread snob and I would never do that. Sorry. I'm like, I buy Italian cotton thread to sew with because I'm a thread snob. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. But I have bought Airo Floss and Royal Embroidery from AliExpress and Temu. No problem. I make sure it's the brand I want, but yeah, I buy I've bought I bought Airo and I bought Royal Embroidery from AliExpress. But I will say that Dream Stitch is cheaper. So I would get it from Dream Stitch. Oh, they have more than one. I only saw one, Joyce. Um, Amanda says, I find a master set inconvenient both to move around the house with and to travel with. Yeah, that's definitely true. I literally need an extra book bag just from a master set when I traveled out of state recently. Yeah, I understand that. Um, and Suki says embroidery. Yeah, I would get it from Dream Stitch instead. It's cheaper. Um, yeah, it's cheaper from Dream Stitch or Pain and Fairy. Um, and you know what you're getting. And Joyce says they have floss drops on Painted Fairy, pretty reasonable, 3 size available. I'm gonna have to look at that and see if they've got the ones that I buy in case I need more. Amanda says when things are kitted up, I can either put skeins or cards or drops or whatever exact amount I want. For my Dear Alice project, I punched holes in flashcards and kitted it up. Exact amount of floss. Since now I have a complete cut master set. Typically, I don't pre-cut floss. I have one length. Find having all one length frustrating. And Alyssa says, yeah, it's the bulk. I worry about that problem being that problem too. Yeah. Well, the thing is, okay, so with my floss drops, if I was actually going to go somewhere, not that I go anywhere because, you know, I'm a hermit, I could go through and take out the, take out the floss drops I need, right? And, yeah, and also, like, you could use less. I do half a skein. So, like, I only have, like, this, well, let's see. Let me find one that's, I took some off a project, so there's a little bit extra in these. Um, so here's one. It's got 4 strands, and this was one that I took off another project kit. And I just put 4 strands in there, and it keeps the bulk down. So, let's see. Wait, oh, needle. I almost dropped that. Let's see. I'm here. Joyce says I don't mind working out of my box. It forces me to move. Okay. Ellie, you could definitely do a master's up with a quarter or a half skein or whatever. Just cut it down the bulk. Mostly, I don't like having pre-cut floss. I love just grabbing a project and having it all together. Alyssa says, I'm looking more for new starts flexibility. Yes, that's what is really great about a master set. Barla Bunny says, I have master set on bobbins, threaded through the holes as if bobbins on floss drops. I wrapped the length around the bobbin. Yeah, I did that too, but I didn't like that either. I was like, no. Amanda says, I tried floss drops, but I was constantly moving them around, taking them off rings, losing them, getting them tangled too. See, I don't have that problem. I don't know. I don't have that problem. I had bobbins. I used bobbins to originally, and when I started doing cross stitch again, I started bobbinating everything, and I found that I hated working from bobbins because then I had to wrap it back, wrap it off, wrap it back, and it irritated the heck out of me. So yeah, for me, floss drops were really good. When I finally realized what floss drops and all that stuff, I was super happy with it. Oh, it's 7 already. I have another email. What's this from? Oh, okay. By the way, the Welcome to the Circus chart 3 is out. I just got an email for that. So if you guys were waiting for that, oh, I wonder what it is. Um, yeah, okay. Yeah, Barley Bunny says, as I'm not living at home right now, I've taken the 90 or so bobbins I need out of my master set and they fit in a little plastic box. Very convenient for me. Yeah, I have a couple of those bobbin boxes for, like one set kind of thing. And like I do have another project kitted up that I started and I actually it's a hibernate. It's in deep hibernation right now. I actually might take it out one of these days, but it's all the thread is all like kitted up and everything in bobbins. Um, um, you can have a full set of floss without prepping it as a master set. That's what I had before, and I really liked it. Well, and the other thing, like, I think Heidi was saying that she used plastic bags. A lot of people do that. A lot of people also do envelopes, like Gemma does. I tried that. I paper cut myself setting them up, and I was irritated with it. I was like, nope, 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 nope. And that was before I had floss drops. I still have a bunch in envelopes that I had set up for a set, for a project. I still have to go through and remove them. That's why there's a lot of extra floss on my floss drops because I was taking them out of the envelopes. I tried floss away bags. That works for small projects, I think. Doesn't work for big projects though. Hi, Sunshine. Um, I'm in Lookmort. I use 6x3 inch resealable bags I got off eBay. I put them inside their own baggie, write the number on them, and outside and organize in a clear shoebox. Yeah, like I said, that's sort of I was doing the floss away bags, and I did it for a whole kit, and I found that it was irritating. I was like, but when I had it for a small project, I loved it. Definitely, floss away bags were nice for, like a small project. I put my Pride and Prejudice fancy flosses in floss away bags. That's going to be awesome. Um, um, and when I kit a project, I take out the out baggie, put with the project. When there's leftover floss, I shove the baggie it back in the baggie. Yeah, I got all sorts, I guess. A little. Yeah, I've tried lots of stuff. I even made my own floss drops, which I'm like, I thought it was so much fun, and then I hated them. I did. I did so many, and I just completely couldn't stand it because they were sharp and they were big and they ripped and all that stuff. I have my spares in 3 ring binders. I have plastic page wallets for each number. I fill 2 ring binders. Um, Alyssa says, "Was it Lona who got the painting fairy box with file clips?" Um, um, Allison has the file thing. I'm not sure what Lona got. Lona can chime in if she's still around the system she bought. But I know Allison got the hanging clear box or something. I think she posted it in Discord. Yeah. Okay. Is it the same that you got? Okay. I if I didn't already have my filing cabinet, I might have done that. Oh, also I have Threadbed, Flossed, Horizon storage pages from the 90s. I store the original floss boxes if I can, especially vintage floss. I use envelopes for my vintage floss. I mean, Airo Floss. It's funny how we all have so much. Yep. And Lona says, I got the Painting Fairy acrylic floss drop box with pre-numbered strips. I'm considering the floss a win. I use it when as much yarn, but it took up much more space. See you later, Lizzie. I'm going to finish this block. It's all just one color now. And then I have to go and eat and pee. I'm going to do the pee-pee dance pretty soon. I've done bobbins, floss away bags, floss drops. So far, floss cards have worked the best for me, but I don't want to do floss cards for a master set. So many choices. So I know Nikki uses her box to do her stuff. And if you do the box and then you use a needleboard, that would work pretty well if it works for you. For me, as I said, I had to keep twisting to use it, and it bothered my back. And at that point, I didn't have a needleboard, and so I kept taking it out, putting it back, and it irritated me. But I still use it as storage, so I keep pre-cut floss on there. So I take half a skein, put half a skein in there, and then I have half a skein on my floss drops, and I think it works pretty well. And then I have all my others in that photo box that I just got from Amazon yesterday, or was it yesterday? Yeah, I'm lost track of time, and that is great. I love that. That was really nice, but it's stash storage. It's not really gonna work for it. You can't work out of it. It's really big too. Amanda says, "What's crazy? There were so many more storage choices in the 90s." And Lona says, "I'm not sure what you're calling file clips." Yeah, they were the hanging file folder esque things with holes in them. Yeah, I think that's what you're talking about, right? And you loop the floss. That's sort of, I have a DIY version of it. There was something that I thought was really interesting I had seen, but then I realized afterwards it wasn't going to work for me because, again, I'd have to put it on a table and I have to twist. It was a binder with plastic things where you kind of put the floss down into the tubes. I wanted that. I was sure that I wanted that. And then I started messing around with a DIY version. And while I was working on it, I was like, wait a minute, this would have to sit on something so that I could use it. And, how I stitch, I wouldn't want to twist and get it. As it is, I'm twisting to get my floss drops, but it's pretty easy because I could just grab it. I don't really have to twist. I just grab it. Joyce says, I've seen those. Yes, Suze, that's what I meant. Sorry, Lona. I might have got you mixed up with somebody else with the floss box. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that what you're talking about, Allison has from Painting Fairy. Painting Fairy has a couple of different systems. They have bobbins, and they've got a couple different kinds from what I understand. I'm gonna have to look at their bobbins though. That's interesting. I mean, they're not bobbins, they're floss drops. I know Christina bought some from them, the ones where you can stitch a swatch. But those were really expensive compared to mine. I knew that was going to happen. I looked away as I was sticking it in the hole and I stuck it in the wrong hole. Sorry, I keep coughing and stuff. There's like a bubble in my airway that's not coming up. I think I have to use my inhaler. But I get sore mouth even if I wash my mouth out from the inhaler. It works really well, but I hate having my mouth be all sore, so I've been bad about using it. And I can tell. I need to use it today. We're always on for the perfect tools. Yeah. It's a thing, I really think it's definitely a thing. And I love notions and stuff like that. So, of course, I'm all looking for all the stuff. Um, these are a little long, but there's a lot of this color. Look at all that gray. It's definitely a thing. Yes, it is, Joyce. And like there's so much of it. You're like looking around, trying to figure out. Yeah, it's interesting. And I'm a gadget person, so I love all that stuff. Um, Unfortunately, I do buy too many things when I probably don't need them. But I have no problem coming up with some sort of DIY solution. If I like something and can figure it out, absolutely will do it. I have my bunny basket with all my Pokemon floss. I like it, but I'm always moving it around. Um, it always, it's always maybe this will work. Yes, exactly. I think um, I think that bunny basket is super cute, Alyssa. That's actually kind of gave me an idea because I have a bunch of those cloth baskets that I made. They're like, what are they called? 1 hour cloth box or something. It's a pattern. I made a whole bunch of them a couple years ago to organize stuff, like all my hats and scarves and shawls and gloves and all that stuff by the door. And then I only wear like the same shawl all the time, and the hats sit somewhere else. Yeah. But I kind of like that. The little, yeah. But I have been hanging them on my cart, and that works as well. So I don't know. We'll see. Um, but I definitely want to take the needleboard I have for Painted Fairy, and I'll use that for while I'm doing my print kits. I always have a thing for Winterberry accessory boxes. I don't recognize that. I used to always have like all sorts of baskets and everything. Um, and then I found, I decided when I moved at one point that it was better for me to buy plastic boxes from IKEA and pack my craft stuff in those than to use cardboard boxes. So I have a lot of those plastic IKEA boxes with full fabric and yarn and all that. Um, so yeah, don't get a taste of them. Now I've got to look them up. I probably can't get them here anyway. I do like to use the floss away bags for my floss storage, but not for my working set. Yeah. Um, I thought about doing like a hanging set. Um, I was watching, I think it's Catlin and something. She has a YouTube channel. She had like this beautiful pegboard wall of floss drops, and I was like, oh God, that looks so pretty. And then I tried to do my own DIY version of using a curtain rod, and but I didn't want to drill the wall because we have cement walls, and so I used some of this supposedly sticky tape that's supposed to hold everything, and it didn't hold the curtain rod. It fell on the floor with all the floss drops. I was like, oh man. And then I realized I would have to get up and go get my floss, and I was like, that's not gonna work. Yeah. Um, Demon Corrector is back. um, Alyssa says, do you guys remember those cloth covered rope baskets? No, I don't think so. Um, okay, I'm gonna finish this row, and this will only be about 300, but that's okay. There was quite a bit of color changes in that box. Well, both of them had quite a bit, even though there was a lot of block stitching as well. The rest of it was very confetti, but it also was really not bad either. I love having my needleboard. That helps a lot. So what are we going to work on tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday. What should we work on Friday? What are you guys going to work on? And don't forget, I'm going to start a little bit later tomorrow after Alex gets home, and I'm sure he's not having a hissy fit or something. Never know with him. I believe Winterberry boxes are sold at Hobby House also. Yeah, probably not in Sweden. Okay, look at that. Cool. Ah, it's getting there. Oh, look at these colors right here. Aren't those? It's just so, the shifts are so pretty. I think it's gonna be good. Yeah. It's very glaze. Um, um, it's it's a little bit opaque. Yeah, you know, like it's a little see-through, but it's also kind of nice. Okay, so oh yeah, I need to mark my stitch. No, that's not where I did it. Mark my stitch and bucket. Yay! And that should be like 300, 302. There you go. Yeah. I'm at 1.48. Nice. Almost 1.5. So this is where I'm at. Oh, look. I'm almost at the mountains. Woohoo. Cool. It's going to be a lot of gray. But I am going to, I'm going to move my block so I remember where I want to work next time, which will be here. I think I'll do that. I'll work and then switch down. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so should I spin the wheel? My wheel is a little bit of a mess because I keep like not not spinning it. Let's see. Let's do this. Okay. Let's see what we get. Or do we want to just pick something? I kind of feel like lately I've been feeling like just picking stuff. Oh, wow. Almost 4 hours. Oh, I only did 304 hours. Man, that sucks. Um, yeah. Um, okay, if I don't like it, we'll skip it, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been 4 hours. My butt's hurting. My booty. I don't want to work on Valentine's night. Okay, well, I don't want to work on that. I'm definitely having that I don't want to work on that feeling. Yeah. I kind of Neko Hotel. Maybe Neko Hotel. That could work. I was thinking Neko Hotel decisions or like Howls or Pony. So Ponyo's not even on here. I don't know. I don't even feel like spinning the wheel, guys. Or I start the gingerbread Sal. Kind of thinking about that. Oh well. You know what? I don't want to spin the wheel. Neko Hotel. Yeah, I was thinking that. Maybe I haven't worked on that in a really long time, and I do like that idea. Let's do Neko Hotel. That sounds good. Also, should we look at the Welcome to the Circus Sal? Got the email for that. We can see what it looks like. Let's take a look real quick before. Oh my gosh, all this email from the same place. It's like, what? Wait, hold on a second. Um, Hold on a second. I'm not sure what. They send two emails. One was like a. Oh, okay. Intro clue 3. Okay. Open with. That's weird because it didn't actually open correctly. Oh. Oh, it's a panda. Oh, how cute. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Let's see where it's at. Oh, that's cute. Look. It's a panda. Oh, it's like way behind. Oh, there we go. That's cute. Huh, interesting. Oh, and it's got, oh, that's cute. Look, there's some like little bunting and stuff. Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay, well, that's gotta work on the hippo though still. Oh shoot, I opened it, but then oh man, I downloaded it, but didn't finish downloading it. Where is it? Oh, well, okay, I'll fix that later. Okay, okay, so I'm gonna go and get my dinner done because I'm hungry. So yeah, I did 300 stitches. Yay, right there. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later. Have fun stitching and get some rest if you need it. And I will see you tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Bye for now.